What up, folks? You're tuned into another episode of Listen in 3D, episode number 86. I'm your boy Justin, aka Too Tall for You Fool.
This is your boy Ruthless 267.
And together we are both Team 3D, the host of Listen in 3D, where we discuss, dissect, and debate the music and the albums in the world of hip hop and other genres. Like what you're seeing, like this video. Definitely give us a comment, so you can give us some feedback. Share it around on all social media platforms and subscribe. Um, if you do subscribe, just help us out one step further. Click that notification bell. That way, you know when our videos and shorts and all our goodies, go live. And just a reminder, we are on all podcasting platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. And then just a reminder, if you want to email the show for any reason, listenin3d at gmail.com. Someone will get back to you. All right,
That's
so all right, so today we are talking. Obviously, from our attire, you could totally tell who we're talking about today. This is this is my favorite hip hop act. I think I've said it on the show several times, and
I've
uh,
cracked a few jokes about it.
yeah, definitely. So I'm excited to be talking about them. What made you? What got your? How did this group get your attention? That's what I want to know before we get into them.
It was a music video.
Music video.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, when I was like kind of researching this album like a while back,
Mm,
for like the postings I do on Instagram and everything, and I was like,
mm,
when you go to like the release date, I was like, I was still living in California when this
mm.
dropped,
Yeah.
but I had no idea that it was out. Um, it wasn't until like this is a summer release, so it wasn't until like the fall of '94
Okay.
I saw a music video on MTV. It was like I was fairly new to cable at this time, so
Mm,
I was like, "Who is this group?" Because I saw Eazy in the video, and
okay.
Eazy was still alive,
Mm.
and I was like, I couldn't make a word of what they said, like,
Yeah, there
but it
was.
sounded hard. It sounded like stuff from back home.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and they got real popular at the middle school that I was going to in Michigan.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, that's how I kind of came across them. It was a music video.
All right. All right. And let's get into it. Who are we talking today?
Oh, we're talking today about the one and only Bone Thugs in Harmony. If you can't tell by my shirt and Just Those hat.
Yeah. Bones Thugs and
So
Harmony. Yeah.
so we're discussing their EP release, debut on Ruthless Records, Creepin on a Come Up. This was released on June 21st, 1994, a summer release, through Ruthless Records with distribution through Relativity. It is their debut EP, and it is certified 4 times platinum in the United States alone. It peaked at number 2 on the R&B and hip hop album charts and number 12 on the Billboard 200. Your singles are Thuggish Ruggish Bone and For the Love of Money, which are accompanied by 2 music videos for each single. And guest appearances are Shasta Williams, who sings the hook of Thuggish Ruggish Bone, of course, Easy E, and Jewel from Death Row Records singing on For the Love of Money.
All right, and we'll get into For the Love of Money and why Jewel is on there. Pretty cool story behind it. So for me, Bone Thugs and Harmony. 95 was around the time I started listening to hip hop. I believe the first song I heard from them was First of the Month. For the Love of Money had to be the second. And then when I started, hearing that they had albums out and the EP, eventually I got my hands on this one at a very early age, an early age that I probably shouldn't have had it. I had it on tape. um, Funny story. You remember those? You remember the Talk Boys that was used in the movie Home Alone 2?
Yeah, dude, you could
So
disguise your voice, change it up, and everything like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Yeah,
you could so you could listen to music on there if you had like a tape or whatever. Well, just anything on there, not just so much a tape. But you could actually put like tapes in there, listen to music, whatever, and then you could slow it down. I don't think a lot of people knew this, but you could slow it down. So um, Bone Thugs and Harmony. So when I would put a bone tape in there, I would slow down the tape, and you could actually make out a little bit of what they
got
were
a little
saying.
bit.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like the whole Chopped and Screwed series. I know they did it for their greatest hits. I know the Ghetto Boys have one of those too. Just name a few of them out there. So it was you could actually listen to it in slow motion. So that was one cool thing I did. Unfortunately, I do not have the tape anymore. It broke along with my all my other cassette tapes. So I mean, with the EP, I mean, it was the first EP I ever owned, so I was very surprised at how short it was. Like after listening to it, it's just like I want more, but then it's just like, oh, the continuation, East 1999 Eternal, pretty much. So
Tripping out that you had a Talk Boy because that was 95. Like Home
yeah,
Alone was pretty much well done by that point.
yeah,
So
it
and
was,
any accessories that came with it, that was
yeah,
like a early 90s, like
yeah, like
1991 toy.
91, 92, something like that. It lasted.
And you kept it. You kept it, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I kept it for a little while. It lasted me a minute.
That's what's up, man. 'Cause that's cool. But yeah, I had like a tape player, like a dual tape player, so
Hmm.
I forgot what the trick was to try to slow it down,
Yeah.
um, where it sounded like a chopped and screwed
Hmm.
sound.
Yeah,
But I remember trying to do the same thing on a tape player.
yeah. So the
I
Talk
don't
Boys.
know if you had like pause and play at the same time. I forgot what the trick was to get it to slow down.
Yeah, yeah, I know with the Talk Boy, it had the the like the thing where you went to slow motion or normal or whatever. So it was pretty simple in there. So I thought that was pretty
Man,
cool. I figured I'd bring that up.
I
But
hope you had fun with that. I always wanted one of those when I saw it on TV.
yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely a '90s nostalgia thing. Definitely check it out. Talk Boys, people. Talk Boys, not Walkman, but
That's
Talk
right.
Boys.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was like gray, like rectangular. It had
Hmm.
the microphone stick coming out like that, right?
Yeah,
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 it was like yeah, it was tight. And then yeah, he disguised his voice on that thing. Like it's
yeah,
all coming to me right now. Exactly
yeah.
what he did with it in the movie. That's right.
And then
Dang.
a few years later, they made Talk Girls as well. So yeah, yeah,
Okay.
which was it was pink. Yeah,
To
I
be a
think
little bit more to
yeah,
be more politically correct, so that girls could feel like they had their own. I got it.
yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's maybe a lot of people forgot about him. It's a '90s nostalgia item. Just Google it if you get a chance, people. All right.
Yeah, that's
So
tight.
anyway, back to the album. So I did bring the album with me. I have it on two forms of media, not the tape, because I said
That's what's up. Yeah.
I got the CD right here. I even opened it up. Uh,
Nice. I have it somewhere in the garage.
uh,
That's tight. Show that bad boy. There you go.
and then we
That's
both
cool.
and then we both have the vinyl.
Show dude.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Mine, I paid a lot more for it since I didn't get it on Record Store Day, but this is the Record Store Day release. 1951 is the number I have.
77.
77. You beat me
Yeah.
to the
You
punch.
show him the nice splatter
Oh, yeah, I guess I can. I'll pull it out real quick.
comparison. Mine has very like little pellets in there.
I'll just keep it in here, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like yours has like a little bit more abundance more, so that's cool. Yeah, see, I got like this open space right here on the far left.
Oh, yeah. You can totally tell they
Yeah,
totally
yours.
made these different. It's
Yeah, yeah, they're not all gonna be perfectly the same. They just randomly throw some, get that clear vinyl wax, PVC,
mm,
throw in a couple of the little PVC balls, and then
yep.
squishes, and they're all gonna be different. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely a very nice vinyl. I didn't pay. I paid a lot, but I don't think I paid an arm and a leg for it. I'm not going to say the price, but I think I told you what it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't as much as some, because this thing goes for very high on Discog. So yeah.
I had to pay a higher price than normal too, and I
Mm,
was getting it before you. My cousin, shout out to my cousin who got it
mm,
when around the time it dropped. It was like a Black Friday release,
yeah.
right? For Record Store Day. Like what was it?
2020.
20 2020. Okay.
Yeah, 2020.
So at that time I was really getting heavily into collecting, and I had just spent a gang of money on like just buying some of your essentials,
Hmm.
and he hit me with the website again. I'm like, fudge, I could spend more money, dude. Like, and at that time, I'm not really understanding or knowing record store release day or, uh, how often they come around. The
Yeah,
rarity
the
of
rare.
pressings.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not really knowing like all that yet. I'm thinking, they'll be around, and
yeah.
um when I finally went back to wanting to go try and buy it, nobody had it. Nobody had it. My cousin had it. And then on the flip side, he messed up and not he didn't buy the Dog Pound album. That was a
Oh,
record store release day.
yeah.
And now he was on the hunt trying to find it, and he ended up paying more than what I paid for. So
Damn.
um I caught the
Yeah.
last tail of it. I had to buy mine overseas.
Hmm.
So at a record store over there. But this one, man, I spent a while trying to find it, like, and I finally settled for. I think I'll share my price. I settled for like $55. I mean, that's
Mine was higher.
yeah, I know, and that's just to show you, like, you take such a gamble on these things because
Yeah,
if you just don't buy them when they come out like that,
yeah,
like you run the risk that they're done. How
yeah.
many pressings did they make of this one?
Like 4,000, I think.
And that's 4,000, bro. Like,
They
and
definitely could have made more. I feel, but
sometimes I'm thinking I'm gonna get like a good deal where, okay, I, I jumped the gun. They
mhm.
only made 1,000 pressings, and you can still find some of these albums. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you just really got to know your stuff, man. So, but
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. All right. Well, yeah, enough with that. Well, anyway, let's move on to album artwork. I think the artwork, I mean, you see the Four Thugs on there,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Flesh and Bone, and it looks like he wasn't with them. I know early on during group's early days, he was like here and there. He wasn't always with them, but
That
because
fool was in the joint.
yeah,
It was locked up. That's why.
yeah, he was probably locked up
Yeah,
then. Well, I know later on he was locked up after around the Resurrection release, but yeah,
he was
but
in and out.
yeah, he was
He's
in
an in
and
and
out.
out guy.
He was an in and out guy, but now he's with them all the time when they tour. The only person that's really not with them all that much these days is Busy, but
I feel like it really robbed him of having more of a dominant presence in there because
Mhm.
when you when he raps, it's almost like he's a feature at that point.
Yeah.
Like he's like a treat, a special treat. You get to hear him because he's
Mhm.
not really uh like present in the albums as a
Yeah,
whole.
well, at least the first several. I mean, Resurrection, he was on there a lot, and
Yeah,
then when he was locked up, he wasn't around for Thug World Order or Strength and Loyalty. He came back for Unify the World's Enemy, and then their last album, Art of War, World War Three. So I mean, he's since he's been out, he's been around. But I mean, early on,
how did
he's
he? How did he become such a like sought after for Def Jam?
uh, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and people can quote me on this. I don't think he ever officially signed a contract with Ruthless, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. That's something I'd have to, just double check on, research. But
Did all of them sign exclusive individual contracts with Ruthless?
I believe
Because I know
three of them.
Busy did. He was pissed
Yeah,
with Tamika.
yeah.
He made that
Well,
known.
Yeah, well, they all did. I know with Busy, his situation was different because if you do the math, they signed him what late '93, early '94. I think Busy was still 17 at the time, so he
Wow.
had to get on like a different kind of contract because he was still a minor when they blew up. He was born in yeah, if you I think he was born in '76. So yeah, if you do the math, I think he wasn't an adult yet. So
Oh, shoot, he was a young buck.
yeah,
Okay.
he's the youngest of all of them.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. I
so
mean,
that
who better to
that's
know that from?
yeah, so that's I know it had something to do with his age and just the contract situation with Ruthless wasn't the greatest, so it sucks, but
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I was tripped out. Like I didn't know they. I mean, he was a Def Jam. Like I guess he was. There was a bid for him. Like he got paid pretty well for that one. So, but that album was always kind of quiet to me. I was
mm.
shocked that it was even on Def Jam. Like when I
Oh
learned
yeah,
in later years. So
oh yeah, that was with Flesh and Bone with
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Flesh and Bone. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's a good album. That's good album. We probably should do it one day on listening
Yeah.
free. Definitely check it out. All right.
Illustration on the back is fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, great. And then
It's
that's
very very clean.
I know they. If I could pull this out.
And the singles for their artwork for their singles were fire too, man. That chrome skull head and
Mm.
the money printed with the actual Bone logo like in the middle of the money. Man, that was all
That
fire,
thing
dude.
is that thing is classic. If I could ever find
That is.
that, here's a
I would
book.
get those. I would get those singles just for the artwork.
Here's a booklet of this. That's
That's
pretty.
tight.
And then
Jumping off the rooftop. That's
that
infamous
was
right there.
cool. And then just a lot of good stuff. Yeah, yeah, like we were
That's the
talking
one.
about.
That's the
Yeah, like
that's the
we're
single for the. Yep.
Douglas Records Bone. Yeah, like you were saying with our previous show with DMX. Yeah, sometimes you got a little more with the. Well, I think most of the time you got more with the CDs than you would the vinyl. Vinyl would just be pretty much an envelope.
That's tight.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, the artwork definitely all five of them. Bone Thugs and Harmony, their classic logo, creeping on a come up. I love how their logo has been consistent throughout their career.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. That
definitely a
that
classic
that out
logo.
that logo of
Mm,
the one that's right here on my shirt and your hat. That's
yeah,
that's been their consistent one.
yeah. Because some artists, they change it up for whatever reason. Yeah, it's always been
I want to go
consistent.
through a rebranding.
Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't like the first one, maybe.
yeah. So they found a logo, they stuck with it. Can't get mad at them on that.
Consistency is key, man.
Yeah,
Consistency is key. Branding is important.
yeah. Been doing the same since '94. So anyway, let's get into the beats. For the most part, album was produced by Tim Middleton, better known as DJ Unique, and DJ Yella had a hand in the production on a few tracks as well. What I know, I mean, only 8 tracks, not too much to choose from. What do you think the best beat is on there, or beats, if you can't decide?
Oh my gosh. Um, I think I'm gonna go. Man. Um. Uh. If you put a gun in my head right now, for the love of money,
I would have to
love
say, for
for
the
the
love
love of
of
money.
money, close second for me would have to be No Surrender.
Yes.
Yeah,
No surrender. Yup. That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole thing is dope, like from top to
It's
bottom.
yeah, it's definitely one of those that even though like the first 2 tracks are interludes or whatever you want to call them, it's definitely no skips here. I mean, least in my ears, there are no skips. All right. So let's
Even
get
with them being skits, like they're singing, they're still singing in them,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And the intro is the East 99 is where you find us slinging that, right? That's the
yeah,
one.
yeah. That's the intro.
And then the other one is
Ouija,
"Are
are
You
you
With
with me?
Me?"
Moment, a
Murder,
moment,
murder.
moment.
Yup. So even in the skits, they're not even just talking. They're like,
Yeah.
you got Easy talking in the beginning, but it's
Mm,
it's and that intro is so hard on the intro. Doom,
yeah.
doom,
Yeah.
doom.
That
Like,
that beat probably could have been. They probably could have used it for a song too if they
I wish they
really wanted.
would have, man. Like,
Yeah, if they really wanted to.
if you caught the video, Thuggish Ruggish, they play a little snippet of it right in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That this is a hardcore like gangster rap album. I loved it, man.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely the upper echelon of gangster rap albums, at least EPs. Probably one of the best EPs out there, if I'm being real with you.
Oh,
But
for sure.
I mean, I can go on a debate for that if anyone wants to debate me on it. But this
Yo,
was fire.
that posting you sent me about the kid, I forgot. He has an account. He's I forgot on Instagram. I wish I could shout him out, but
Mm,
he's like a kid from Australia, and he just loves his nostalgic like '90s hip hop, right?
yeah.
And you sent me a post like, what was the best Ruthless Records EP release?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I sent that. Yeah. You can check out my Instagram. I'll link it to the Listen in 3D one as well. When maybe the week this episode comes out. So be on the lookout for that post, guys. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And Ruthless Records had a lot of EP releases from 100 Miles and Running, the Above the Law one, the one we're talking about right now, Easy E's two,
Easy E's the one that we
two
covered
EPs.
already.
That one, and then this other one, 5150
MC
Home for the Sick.
MC Ren's Kiss My Black Ass. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a. And so when he posted, there's like a little gif of Stitch where he's like
Hmm.
on Earth, and he realizes there's no like city to destroy, and he pulls his skin below his eyes like like he doesn't know how to answer. I was like, I don't know how to answer this, man. So I'm assuming that you picked this album.
Oh yeah, well they are my favorite hip hop act.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like they're the best act on Ruthless. I like them better than
Yeah,
NWA if I'm being perfectly honest. So I mean,
I can't argue with that, man. That I can't argue with that, man. So
all right,
I like Bone Thugs and Harmonies is that group to me too, man. There's man, incredible.
they are my favorites. All right, so the album singles. Let's start with the first one that put them on the map. Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Um, I feel like
Yeah, I gave my input on that. Like, where were you at when you first heard it?
when I first heard this song.
The Thuggish
Uh,
Ruggish, the single, yeah.
Um, I just heard it randomly on the radio. Like I said, the first one song I heard from him was like first of the month, and then when I heard like these other two, like "Photo Love and Money" and "Thuggish Ruggish Bone," like I said, I got the East 1999 album, and those songs were on there. And then when I found out they had a previous release, yeah, those songs were on there. So I don't remember like where I was exactly. I could tell you I was like maybe fifth, sixth grade. Like I said, probably shouldn't have been listening to them.
Let me
so
get this straight. Let me get this straight, because I wasn't in California around
mhm.
95. 95 is when you said you got into hip hop, right? That's the
Yeah,
first time you kind of
yeah,
heard Bone.
95. Yeah.
So on the radio, Power 106, 92.3 The Beat, whatever you were listening to,
Hmm.
in rotation with the newer singles of East 1990 Eternal, they
Yeah.
were still playing
Yeah.
Thuggish Ruggish Bone and For
Yeah,
the Love of Money in rotation.
they're still in rotation. Like the stuff from the
That's
previous years
tight.
weren't. So I mean, that's how I got into like, some of the older stuff, that came out in '94. Like Warren G and the Brat, for instance. Shout out to them because this came out in June of '94. They also had some mega releases in '94, which we'll get into a little later. But so
Yeah.
but yeah, that's where I was. And then my first impressions on the song, it's I love how Lazy starts off the song just hard, and then the second
What's
verse,
he
which
say?
you know
What's he say?
what's he say? If I could pull up
Yeah,
some of
spit the lyrics. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Spit it right now. You finna this step to the rump. Like, come on.
those.
I don't even know what he said. That's why I was
Yeah,
asking you.
you feeling the strength of the rump,
You feeling
step
the
up,
strength of, there
yeah,
you go.
the
And
funk
he's
of
like
the
that on the
jump.
video. Like he's all tough with his arms like that. That's tight.
Yeah, I could always follow along with Wishbone. He was always like I guess he's the the slowest one. Get ready for the bone of the mo thug busters. You know me as a hustler. Try to keep
Yeah.
creeping, get deep, make me succeed. Peep, gotta put them under straight jackets. Gotta make that money, man. It's still the same now. So just
Oh man, I
uh,
thought you were gonna keep going, man. I was ready to jump in.
yeah, but it's a
I
great
was gonna
song.
say I can't even blame his weight as to why he's slow
Mm,
because he was real skinny in that video. Like they were
yeah,
all skinny in that video.
yeah, they all were. Well, I mean, when they came to California, they only had a bag of chips between the four of them.
And $2 and change. Yep.
Yeah, they didn't.
So
They came out to California with like practically nothing. So yeah,
yeah,
those guys were probably starving. Those guys.
all of their individual stories on various podcasts
Mhm.
from their own unique perspective is pretty wild. Like one might argue that they contradict each other,
Yeah.
but when you have four different people giving their testimony of like what they felt happened, yeah,
Mhm.
you're gonna hear it from their perspective and what they remember, what stood out to them, and what they see. Like did you see one of them like talk about the rumor like they went to Tone Loc's house,
Yeah, I heard about
ring his
that.
doorbell?
Yeah, yeah. I guess the original rumor was they went there at 2 in the morning, which, from what Crazy Bone said, that's not true. They did not go there at 2 in the morning. It was daylight
Yeah,
outside, but yeah,
but the meat of it all is, but the reality is they did go to his house.
yeah. They did try to go see him, and I guess it got turned away by one of Tomok's peoples or something. Well,
Hey, he's like, get out of here. What are you
pretty
doing?
much. What are you
Like,
doing here? Maybe he
so
regrets it
yeah,
years later, but maybe. But I actually know Tom Long even said, I think, that it was probably a good thing that they did get with Easy because he probably was like he did market them pretty well like when they came out. So
it was the right label for them.
yeah, it was. They really wanted to be at Ruthless. They got their wish. So
Yeah,
uh,
and then DJ BG Knockout recently came out and
mm,
said like his part in kind of recognizing and discovering Bone
mm,
with DJ Yella, and then
yeah,
DJ Yella part in it, like making sure that Easy heard it and stuff like that. So it's crazy, like all the hands into the pot of like how they really got put on by Easy.
yeah.
So
So yeah, but yeah, well, yeah. Going back to Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Great song. I do gotta ask, who had the best verse on there?
I thought Lazy came out hard.
I gotta go busy. That last verse.
Yes, yes, his is.
That last verse, just I mean I think that all four of them did a great job on there, but yeah, I think Busy killed it with that last verse. So
Yeah, yeah. I can't like they all did their thing.
yeah.
They all like they every verse that came in kept the life of the song.
Yeah,
Like
they definitely kept
nobody
it
no
going.
there's no boring part. There's no
No,
like
hell
all right,
no.
like there's no like all right, this fool is like fast forward it. Like like everybody uniquely does like a great part. I guess I just give Lazy that credit because he set the tone pretty well, and they all followed the map. Like you know,
Yeah.
he did good. It's hard to start off a song, but then it's also hard to close it. So
Yeah. Yeah, Busy definitely closed it.
he closed it out. He
And
closed it out very
real
well.
quick with the music video, I thought it was cool how they went back to Cleveland, and they were able to do that music video. And
Yes.
I know that cop chasing him in the music video. You know how they usually get actors to do that stuff. Apparently, that guy was a real cop who used to chase him around. And I guess when they made it big, they wanted him in the video. He's like, "All right, I'll do it," and he did it for him. So
You're a special part in our life, constantly chasing us. So
yeah,
we want to put that on film. We want to give you your shout out.
definitely, definitely.
Imagine hearing that as a cop. How do you take that?
Maybe I guess he took it as a compliment because I guess he was happy that they finally made it. So
Yeah, I'll take it to get my little 5 minutes of fame. I can
yeah,
show my kids. You see that? I used to chase those little punks, dude, when they were just little juvenile delinquents hanging out in the streets. That's funny.
Yeah. So, anyway, moving on. Let's go on to this next single, "For the Love of Money."
Mm,
And so, one thing I will say, I guess I could start out with the video, and hopefully I don't bring tears to your eyes, but it was Eazy-E's last music video appearance before his death, unfortunately.
yeah.
Um, so, you know, rest in peace to him. Wish he could have did more music with Bone, and
Oh,
because
who
that's
you
that.
telling?
Yeah, that was a good song, and the next album, East 1999 Eternal. I know it's floating around online, but he was supposed to be on Mr. Bill Collector, but for whatever reason, his vocals were
The verse
removed.
leaked. Did you
Yeah,
hear the verse?
yeah, I've heard it. Yeah,
Dang, that
yeah.
was tight.
Yeah, wish he
And
could have did more songs with them. But
oh, dude, if he would have done, it wasn't called Thug Love at that time, but
mm,
it was the Bone and Tupac song.
yeah,
That beat was supposed to be for them and Easy.
yeah.
That would have been, man. Not that Pac didn't do his thing, but
Yeah,
man, yeah.
yeah.
So
That's a good. If we ever talk hardcore, definitely got to get into that song. But yeah, one thing with "For the Love of Money," you know how Eazy had ghostwriters writing his verses for him.
yeah, he had some Ghost Riders for some
Yeah,
of his verses.
yeah, like BG Knockout, Dresta. I know they did some verses for him, especially after his old NWA partners left. I guess for the verse in this song, he wanted Bone to write it for him, but Bone encouraged him to write it himself. So this verse is actually a verse Eazy wrote himself. Just so people
Facts.
know that. So he did a little bit of writing, toward the end of his career also. And this is a song that he actually wrote his own verse. So
Well, the man had incredible examples around him. This
yeah,
whole hip hop career,
yeah,
Cube to Ren to BG to Gangsta Dresa to Bone. Like,
yeah,
he had some great influences. So I'm glad that you said that because
mm,
a lot of people just shun him as a person that like he never
yeah,
wrote anything.
yeah,
Like, nah, he
yeah,
wrote on Ninjas for Life. Like he wrote some stuff.
yeah. He has, and he got better throughout his career. I mean, like if you ever seen Straight Outta Compton, everyone should know the backstory. He was not a rapper, never wanted to be a rapper. So
Right. Yeah, considering he had no skill like in it, like
yeah,
have you ever seen that film, The Defiant Ones?
Defiant. Yeah,
Where
I saw it recently. Yeah, it's very very good.
how they're trying to like how they're trying to coach him
Yeah,
bar for bar. Like,
mm,
take one, say these three words, okay, cut. Now say the next three words. It's like that's wild. And to him, to now he wrote and he
mm,
wrote that verse. That's tight.
yeah. So yeah, it was a nice verse too. Definitely. I know if you ever go to a Bone concert, everyone sings along with it. And I mean,
Oh yeah,
I never got to see Easy live, but I think we talked about it. Rock the Bells with the
the
hologram.
hologram.
Yeah, I think that's
You saw the
close.
hologram just like
Yeah,
I did too.
yeah, yeah. We both were there. Yeah, definitely. So, but anyway, I mean, I like how the rest of the song comes about. And oh yeah, another fun fact about this song too is so it was I guess an old track that Easy had laying around. It was originally "For the
Yo,
Love of Money" by Yomo and Moki, um, off their 1991 album "Are You Experienced?" And I guess it had let's see, vocals from Jewel. That's why she's on here. She's, if anything, she's on here unofficially, I guess you could say.
yeah,
So that's how that whole thing came about with her being on the track, but she really wasn't a feature, if that makes sense.
it's
But
wild because when you like, I'm glad you brought that up
mm,
because Dre was still on Ruthless Records when that album was released and that
yeah,
track was produced. Dre didn't want to work with them.
yeah, Dre didn't want to work with him, so DJ Yella produced the
Had to
song.
pick him. Yeah.
So and then pretty much what Yella did, pretty much all he did was remove their vocals, and you know, Bone just did their thing, Easy did his thing, and they made it work, I guess you
Let,
could.
let this go to show you, man, that like some tracks, dude, they you just got to get like the right act on it
Yeah.
to make it blow.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
that was a single for this EP. If
Mm,
that was a single for the like you never heard of it, you know, like
yeah.
it
Yeah.
just wasn't. I know Easy was experimenting at the time with groups like that, like on the conscious side for Ruthless Records,
Yeah,
like but
he experimented with a lot of groups, so some
but
were
this
successful, some, let's be real, some weren't. So
as every other record label does, man.
yeah,
They one washes and cleans up the other. But yeah, this beat was just like to know that it was like a 91 or 92, no,
yeah,
91 beat.
91. Yeah, no,
And it slapped in 94 like it was you would have thought it was produced at that era.
yeah,
So Yellow was ahead of his time.
yeah. Yellow was a very good
Yellow
guy.
was
You
ahead
know,
of
yeah, yeah,
making a beat like
yeah,
that would resonate in 94,
mm,
fitting in perfectly with the sound of where it was at we were at that time.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
no beats were coming out like that in 91.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was ahead of his time. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout
So
out to Yella, man. He
yeah,
was
yeah.
ahead of his time. That was a good one.
So your thoughts on "For the Love of Money"? Who do you think had the best verse?
Easy.
Easy. Okay. Yeah, Easy probably did have the best verse. Between the five guys on the song, Bone members who had the best verse. I gotta go. It's a tough one here. I gotta go Crazy. I gotta go with my guy Crazy.
I think Flesh comes in a hard second.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
coming up
Flush.
fresh in the nine quack because Flesh be loving his money. Like he was, he did really good on that. I was happy to hear him open up that track because you didn't
Yeah.
really hear him on the other ones.
I love how my favorite part of the Crazy verse, if I can find it. Let's see. No. If I can find it, cause me and my ninja was hungry, and bitch, if you're stalling, you might just catch one to the temple, and boom, raw dog, and so ninja just make this shit simple and run. They catch one ninja and pull up a bullet to dump in the rivers. Remember me, killer
Killer.
now. Yeah, so yeah, I love that part. I just yeah, that verse to me just never got old with with crazy. Look, yeah, he's probably is my favorite member of the group when it comes
I
clean
love
clean
how
up.
their hands went into motion every time
Yeah,
they rapped. Like, have you
yeah,
noticed that?
hmm
They did like every time they just so it's like every syllable they're hitting. Hold on. Me killing me busted now. So
yeah,
that's tight. But yeah, that music video was I look forward to seeing that one when it
yeah,
came like on BET
yeah.
and MTV. It didn't get paid as much as Douglas Ruggish.
Mm. I
Because
thought
that
it
was
was
like
better a little bit. Well, I like the song better than Douglas Ruggers, if I'm being honest. But
yeah,
um,
man, no, me too.
mm,
I picked it as my number one for sure.
okay, yeah, yeah. Um, so, but yeah, in terms of, I mean, shout out to I know Dresa was in the video and probably other few guys from Ruthless during that time as well. So, you know,
Gangsta Dre still in the video?
yeah, he was. Yeah, if you watch it closely, I know he was in one scene. Yeah, just watch the video again.
Damn.
I could pinpoint it to where he's at. You'd be like, oh, that is Dre stuff.
I'm gonna go back and watch it just in looking for that cat. There you go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, he's not hard to find.
No, no.
Big dude.
Yeah, he is a big dude. All right. So now we get to maybe the easy or hard part. I mean, there's only 8 tracks to choose from. I know for me, this is going to be an easy one. I mean, I've listened to him so many times. Your top three.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
which one are you going
I'm
with?
for the love of money. Um, I'm gonna go with down for my thing.
Down for my thing. That's a good song.
Is that the one that's like the high pitched ding
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
dun
yeah.
dun?
That's a good song. That's a really good
Yeah,
song. Can't go wrong with that one.
yeah. He opens up, creeping up out of the woods, like that one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That one.
Okay, down for my thing. Yep. And then oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna go with Yeah, No Surrender is
Okay.
some up on coppers. Let me catch you slipping. You
Yeah.
better pop, yeah, pop, 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 pop. And I
Well,
said, dang.
I'm a little surprised. For me, I've listened to it so many times. I mean, I could go with the deep cuts, but the two singles I think were just way fire. Just Thuggish Ruggish Bone, Photo Love and Money. So I had to go with those two. And then a third one, I'm going with No Surrender.
Yeah.
But Down for My Thing and Creeping On and Come Up were very good as well. Mo Cheese was just an instrumental For the Love of Money. Good. It's a nice beat. And like you said before, no one was doing a beat during that time. Definitely ahead of its time.
It definitely gets a little uncomfortable when you got to start hearing the woman in the background at some
Yeah, I
point.
wish they had kind of gotten rid of those original vocals from the previous song off that, but that's okay, whatever. But
It's
I
like you'll be
get,
blasting you're blasting in your house, and then
yeah,
you just got to hear her, and I'm like, oh gosh, all right.
might wanna. I guess you can kind of say it's a hard beat to freestyle
Yeah, I think
too.
it's composed so well, dude. It's almost like if you just played some jazz,
Yeah.
just in the background. It's a really really good beat.
Hmm.
I just like I said, when you hear the girl moaning and all that, like it's just like all right. So how long of this is it? So, but yeah. Other than that, man, you're right. It is hard to freestyle too, but it's a well pieced composition. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right.
And but yeah, these other tracks are just.
Hmm.
But you know me, man. I try to stay away from the singles as like an option.
Yeah.
I only
Well.
picked one because there's 8 tracks only.
Yeah. For me.
Technically,
For
technically 6.
yeah. Well. I guess yeah. Technically. Yeah. I guess six if you want to count the instrumental. Five or six. Whatever you want to count. It. But for
5. You're
me.
right. Never
Yeah.
mind. You're right. Technically 5. Technically
Yeah.
five
So
songs only.
yeah. So I know for me, it's just like I said, the singles were just way too fire for me. So it was just. I mean, I've
But
only done this for like maybe a handful of albums since doing the show, but yeah, the singles were just hard for me to like turn away here. Like, yeah, but I mean, the good news is there's only two, so you can always go with another deep cut. So,
No, I
uh,
respect it. Like I said, I just try to stay away from the scene. They're just too easy.
yeah,
But I mean, but if you like it, man,
yeah,
respect. Yeah, I think that's cool that you pick them.
yeah, 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 definitely. So, No Surrender, great song. I feel, I think Wishbone had the best verse on there. With the pop, 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 pop,
Yup.
and had a great
Putting me
beat.
on my knees, telling me moving, I'm dead because I'm killing all y'all. Yep,
Yeah.
that's. Yep, that you're right. He's probably the most. His lyrics are probably the most recognizable.
Yeah, yeah. He's easy to sing along to, at least for me.
He's
But
easy to sing along to. That's right. How many people at concerts are just rapping along and they have no idea what the hell they're saying? They're just making up
mm,
words at that point, like mumbling.
yeah, well, I mean, this was not mumble rap. They
Heck no. Heck
hell
no.
no, not like the
They were
mumble rap
just
we hear
skilled.
today. Yeah, they were skilled,
They were
talented. They worked
skilled.
on. Yeah, they did their. They practiced their craft, and that's what gets you a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Shout out to them. I forgot to say it at the beginning
Congrats
of
to
the show.
them, yeah.
Yeah. Forgot to say it at the beginning of the show, but yeah, you can star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's gonna be exciting.
Dude, I feel like this is a group. Even if you had the lyrics in front of you, the piece of paper,
Yeah,
the articulation of the tongue is just like very hard to keep up with, like what they say, like
yeah,
as smooth and as easy as they say it. Like it's wild. It's
yeah.
wild to
They
me. That's
definitely
talent.
they definitely make it sound good, sound easy. Down for My Thing. Who do you think had the best verse on that one?
Gosh, uh, I guess again, like lazy. Just he just comes
Lazy.
off and he sits it pretty good, bro. Like
He
he's
sets it
just
off. Okay.
yeah. He had like a good voice. I don't know. I like Lazy's voice.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Busy's.
yeah. Lazy. I've gotten into his work over the years with Bone Brothers and Thug Brothers, and just some of the other stuff he's been doing as well, his solo stuff. He does have a good voice.
And the thing is, he's probably got the most generic one out of all of them.
Yeah.
He's probably got like the most generic voice out of all of them, but he just when he starts off a song, dude, he said he starts it off really, really good, and he's usually the guy to kick it off.
Mhm.
In most of the songs that I've like known him for, like even with that Phil Collins one, like
Oh, home, yeah.
uh, yeah, he starts off that song too. So, anyways, yeah, um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Lazy on that one. Not to say that none of them are that good either.
Yeah, they're
They're
all
all
fire.
fires.
They're all fire songs. I mean, don't,
I
try
mean,
not to
Busy
say
goes
that.
off on that one. Buck, I'm stuck, I'm lucky. Like he's just, yeah, that one's bad. That was bad, bad.
Yeah, I probably got to go lazy with that one, and then creeping on a come up. Uh,
What do you got on
ro-
that one?
Probably Cray. You're crazy.
Okay,
I think. I
give us a
think.
sample.
Yeah, he
What's the part? What's the part that makes it so bad?
just woke up this morning with the thought of robbing a bank to get rich. I think
You slowed
that's
it down on that one.
yeah. They
You
slowed it
slowed it
down.
down on
Yeah,
that one.
they slowed it down. So
That's a joint too, right there. That's a fire joint right there too.
creeping on a come up. He had a title track. It's a good song. All this whole EP is a masterpiece. What can I say? It's
It sounds different from East Eternal.
yeah, a little maybe a little different. I think Eternal went into the. I mean, it's horrorcore. I think Eternal went a little more in that direction. Well, it's longer. It's actually a full length album. So, but
Like you didn't hear the synth too much
yeah,
in Eternal as
hmm
much as you heard it in here.
yeah,
Like this was prime like G funk synth sound kind
yeah,
of a deal.
yeah. This was a little.
And then
This was a little more G Funk based. I mean,
yeah,
Eternal. It had its songs, first of the month, and a few others, but I would say this is a little more G Funk based for the G Funk fans out there.
yeah, it was let's say Eternal sounded a little bit evilish.
Yeah, Eternal. Yeah, it was a little more horrorcore, but like I said, it was more of a full length album.
Yeah.
But so definitely. So those are our top three picks. Definitely let us know your picks. Definitely in the comments. Um, Album cuts and expansions. There's been no anniversary editions. Just record store days editions, but no like new tracks or anything like that being released. But if you do, pick up the singles, you are in a treat for some remixes and some good album covers that like Gabe was saying at the beginning of the episode when we were talking about album artwork, the bones on top and the bottom of the photo, that one for the photo Love and Money with the bones.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good one. So definitely if you collect vinyl or maxi singles or CDs or whatever, definitely try to find the single if you can. At least for the artwork. I thought it was pretty cool, or just look it up on Google or whatever. Um,
Yeah, man, I definitely want to get it just for the artwork itself, man. Like
yeah, it's some good artwork. Um, so recommendations, like I said, Warren G and the Brat. They also dropped albums in this month. '94 being a big year in hip hop. So I want to shout them out. I feel like they don't get enough credit, especially Warren G. With the G Funk era. We did that episode 75, so about 11 episodes ago. Go check that out. And then the Brat Functified. Me and Netta did that a while back, episode 58. If you want to go check that out, feel free to do that. And then another recommendation I have is 3-6 Mafia, Mystic Styles. There's always people bringing up who came with the style, and all that. So um, and they were with the horrorcore as well. So 3-6 Mafia, Mystic Styles. Probably wasn't a very popular album during the time, especially depending upon what region you're in. But if you do listen to it, especially if you like East 1999 Eternal or this album, I really think you'll like that album as well. So that's a recommended pick that I have. And of course, Bone Thugs and Harmony's full catalog. Go ahead, check it out. You won't be disappointed. All right. Any recommendations you want to add?
yeah, I'm gonna keep it quick. I got some company that just came in because we got a jet.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the it's on with the Easy EEP 187. That's they kind of go hand in hand with me.
Alright, alright. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and, just, put this episode in the books. Before you go,
Dog's
though,
going crazy.
any final thoughts?
No, man, go listen. Go
Alright,
listen, man.
alright, yeah, just go listen. For Gabe, aka Ruthless 267, this is Justin, aka Too Tall for You Fool. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you all on the next one. And yeah, definitely go out and listen to this one. Later.
Peace.
Peace out.